Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotcard.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. Now I have a certain bad kitty helping me. She's chewing on my scarf. She just came and plunked right down where I was going to do my reading as soon as I set everything up. So for today's reading, I'm going to be using Wolff's Cartomancy by Bianca Wolff. And this is a really cool photographic deck. This is the first time I've ever used it. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards here. Oh, Miss Kitty, don't bite those cards. You behave yourself. Okay. So I'm going to start by drawing 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a different portion of the upcoming week. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so this first card is Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Nice. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands. I don't know Roman numerals, so I looked them up online and I wrote it down on a piece of paper so I'd be able to read these. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Wands, and 4 of Wands is a wonderful card to get at the beginning of the week. It shows that nothing too interesting or exciting or momentous is going to happen right off the bat. This week is going to get off to a pretty low-key, calm start. Okay, Marlena, don't be whiny. Be a good girl. And oh, jeez. Ugh, my kitty. So the beginning of the week is off to a nice calm start. The 4 of Wands has to do with domestic bliss, feeling harmonious. It usually is associated with the home or a sense of community. So this is about fostering a sense of community, doing things for your community. So the beginning of the week is a great time to do anything like volunteer work or starting some kind of group or organization within your community. Or even just spending time at home with your family. And if you've been meaning to reorganize your furniture or do some kind of feng shui clearing or anything like that to do with your home, the beginning of the week is a good time to do that. Okay, middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, we have 2 of Wands. So interesting, we've got 2 Wands cards next week. And 2 of Wands, again, is kind of a low-key card. It's about the energies kind of pausing and giving you a chance to stop, take your breath, and contemplate your next move. So 2 of Wands is really, more than anything, it's about contemplating where you want to put your energy next. And you might be wondering, what does this have to do with this naked guy on this card? And I'm just looking to see what he's doing exactly. It's like he's got 2 poles and they're crossed. To me, that X makes me think of, feeling almost kind of conflicted about where you're going to put your energies next. Kind of similar to the 2 of Swords in a way. Like you're really contemplating something. You can't really choose, you can't decide. So I think that midweek, you may have a challenge in making some kind of choice or decision about where you want to devote your time and your energy moving forward. The end of the week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we've got Temperance. And you know what's interesting about these cards is they're all kind of low-key cards. None of these cards are particularly intense. Temperance is all about balance and moderation and not doing anything in the extreme. So it kind of makes me think of like balancing out my eating so that I'm, eating healthy food, but also, indulging in something maybe on the weekend or something like that. Temperance will come up almost to give you advice and to say, hey, slow down, don't drink so much, or something like that. Because it's coming up on the weekend, it might be saying, you know, this weekend might not be the weekend to get totally drunk. This might not be a good weekend for it, you know. Watch yourself, don't do anything in the extreme this weekend, because if you do, it has the potential to kind of derail you and throw off your energy. There's times when it's okay to do this, it's okay to kind of let go, but the cards seem to be saying this week, and especially this weekend, just, you know what, walk the middle ground, don't do anything too crazy, don't do anything extreme, because right now you're a little more sensitive than normal, and something like, you know, drinking too much or eating too much or whatever can kind of throw your energies off balance and could cascade into bigger problems, like, you know, you might come down with a cold or I guess other emotional problems. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back from these cards. I'm going to look at them together. I want to see if there's any themes. I guess the only theme is everyone's naked on all these cards, which I think is kind of a theme throughout the deck. And you know what? I'm going to read into that. I don't want to ignore that, even though I guess not all. I'm just going to look at the deck, and no, not all the cards have naked people on them. Lots of them, but not all of them. So I feel like there is this message with these cards, and the message is saying that the energies in your life are going to calm down a little bit this week. And this week is a time for catching your breath. It's a time for recuperation, you know, rest, kind of getting your priorities in order, spending some time at home, spending some time, you know, just chilling out in your community and gathering your energies. And at the same time, this is a week where it's safe for you to be vulnerable, which I think is represented with the nakedness. So it's safe for you to relax and just kind of be yourself, let it all hang out. And this week, you know, is a week to be more vulnerable than you usually are. And that might show up for you as in being like sharing more of yourself with your friends. So maybe like really speaking your mind or sharing some opinions that you normally would keep to yourself. It might manifest in creativity. So you might feel compelled to create something that's really very expressive, like a piece of artwork or a poem or a song or something like that. But I think ultimately the cards are saying that it's time for you to start putting yourself into your work. So don't be afraid to let parts of yourself show up in the work that you do. And for some reason, I'm drawn to the Four of Wands when I say that. So whatever work you're doing right now, whether, you know, you have a particular job or you're, you know, a student or whatever it is, however you're spending your time, whatever it is that you're creating, remind yourself that the world needs you to put more of yourself into that work. So more of your unique voice and style into the things that you create and the work that you do in the world. Okay, so this has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and you can check out my website for free tarot spreads. I've got lots of great tarot learning resources if you're interested in learning tarot. I've got deck reviews, video tutorials, all kinds of fun stuff. So be sure to check it out. And I want to invite you to add your own 2 cents with these 3 cards. Specifically, like, what does nudity represent for you? What does the nakedness represent for you? For me, it represented kind of like being yourself, being vulnerable, but for you it might have a different meaning, or you might have a different take on it. So please feel free to share your own interpretation of these cards in the comment section below. And have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for watching.